All right, so let's check out what First Take had to say about it, about Kevin Durant being the number one. All right, the debate about number
Kevin Durant has his second straight game of 40-plus points as the Suns come back to beat the Bulls 115-113 at home last night. Put some respect on KD's name. In an exclusive interview with The Republic, Kevin Durant had this to say when asked why he hasn't been included in the conversation about NBA GOATs. Because I went to the Warriors. Why? Shouldn't I be in that? That's the question you should ask. Why not? What haven't I done? Shannon, I'll start with you here. Are Durant's comments fair or foul?
Look, I understand that he has this high opinion. You can be one of the greatest, but not in the conversation for the greatest. Yes, he's one of the all-time great players in the NBA. You won't find anybody to debate that. But when you talk about the LeBrons, the Jordans, the Kareems, the Tim Duncans, the Magic, so he said, well, y'all hold Golden State against me. Do you understand? Had you not gone to Golden State, we would have been talking about you, and no disrespect to the guys I'm about to mention, Charles Barkley and Karl Malone, guys that won MVP. Karl Malone won 2, Barkley won 1, and had no titles.
one. Damn! He right about that. Because if it wasn't for Jordan, I feel the best player of all time would probably be, at least a great argument, Karl Malone. Because I think that if they didn't run into the Bulls every single time, Karl Malone, I mean, was he like the third? I think he was number 2 with the scoring. He had 2 MVPs. And I think he would have had at least 3 championships, 4 championships. He was a great player. Like if it wasn't for him running into Michael Jordan, Karl Malone we would have been talking about him as one of the greats. But since he ain't got nothing, we can't talk about him. Like Shannon said, that's a great point.
Kate, people just say anything and just expect it to fly because they're a great basketball player. KD's not in discussion. He's never been in the discussion for the GOAT. You can be one of the greats, but the greatest? Do you understand? You can have not win any titles, Stephen A. Perk, and be a great. But when you say EST, for me, you got to have at least 3 regular season MVPs for I even have a discussion about you being the GOAT. That's at least 3. That's the floor for me. If you ain't got 3 regular season MVPs, what we talking about?
Well, let me get more specific with it.
Shannon is on point, yo. He needs to have some more MVPs. It can't be one MVP and you the greatest. I just don't make no sense. Now if you don't have the MVPs, then you're gonna need to have the championships. Because okay, fine, maybe your team not good in the regular season. The MVP criteria changes from year to year. It's really more of like a popularity thing. And, you can't give this one person 6 in a row. We got to get someone else to let someone else have it. It's really more political than anything. But, okay, so you didn't win, 3. But you got 5 championships. That's why Kobe, I got to put him over Kevin Durant. I mean, I just got to. It don't matter. Because Kobe got 5 championships. He got 1 MVP, but 5 championships. I got to give it to him.
What hasn't? Let me answer that question for Kevin Durant.
God damn, bro. Your hairline is all the way back. You got a 5 head, brother. You need to go ahead and just let that go, brother. Stop with the little mini fro that starts in the middle of your head. You got to stop, bro. You really got to let it go. I get it, but you don't want to do the Jefferson. Don't got to do the Jefferson. Just just cut it down a little bit. But this ain't it.
What haven't you done? You haven't won a championship without Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. What haven't you done? You didn't lead Oklahoma City to a title when Russell Westbrook was your teammate. When Russell Westbrook and James Harden and Serge Ibaka and Reggie Jackson were your teammates before that when you went up against Miami more than a decade ago. What haven't you done? You didn't win a championship. Yeah. What haven't you done? You didn't win a championship when you were in Brooklyn, although that clearly wasn't his fault because if Kyrie Irving hadn't twisted his ankle, I believe that Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets would have won the chip because Kevin Durant, like I had said, he was going to drop 50 in that game 5, and he dropped 49 because he missed the last free throw. And he.
Now, what I would say about that is if he would have stayed on the team to keep trying, then I wouldn't blame him. But you just kind of gave up on the team. You had a 4-year contract, and you just gave up on the team. And that's the part where the naysayers are always going to rip you for that, bro. I mean, I like Kevin Durant. I'm on his side. You know, if they want to talk shit, talk your shit back, bro. You know, but there are just things that just being realistic. Realistically, you're never going to get anyone to put you or to step up and make the argument for number one because of all the shortcomings.
Nearly carried them on their back, but they lost to Milwaukee in Game 7 because Harden was hampered but tried to play, and Kyrie couldn't play. But those are the things that you haven't done. Here's what else you didn't do. You didn't lead when they needed you to lead. See, I bring stuff like that up. I not only respect Kevin Durant, I revere him. He's a good brother. He's a sensational superstar basketball player. He's a surefire future first ballot Hall of Famer without question. He is one of the greatest players we have ever seen. But when we talk about the greatest, we bring leadership into the equation.
Shannon, if you don't get your ass back, shit, let him finish. He has teeth.
If you're going to depart from a Steph Curry after swearing that you went there because you wanted to play a better brand of basketball, basically throwing Russell Westbrook under the bus, if you're going to go to Golden State for that reason, then you should have stayed. And if you're going to leave to have your own thing in Brooklyn with Kyrie Irving, then you got to make sure to keep everything in line so there's no distractions from you winning the chip. But that didn't appear to be the priority. You wanted to play basketball and play it at an elite level. But that didn't seem to be the priority over winning a chip at all cost. That is the reason why you're not mentioned as in the GOAT conversation, despite the obvious greatness that we see from you on a night in, night out basis, Kevin Durant. That is the answer to his question.
Yeah, I agree with Stephen A. Smith right there. The other guys, man, they didn't know what the hell they was talking about. But someone that analyzes the game, and that's the thing about when you're a ball player, you might not analyze the game. You play the game, so you know how it feels. But the analytics of the game, you don't really know. And you're not really used to having conversations, so you don't really know how to have these discussions, which is why Gil just sounds ridiculous. But I think that Stephen A is on point here. You know, it's the shortcomings that really holds us from really wanting to. I like him. Like I said, he's my favorite player today. I would watch Kevin Durant play any day over LeBron James. I don't like the way LeBron James plays. It's just boring. I'm like, he scored 30, he scored 27 points. When? It's just not exciting. It's not emotional. And I don't want to see the whole crowning thing and you lose. Like, I don't want to see that. You know, that just to me is ridiculous. Let me tell you that you're the king. You don't have to remind me every game that you play or not play. Because he misses a lot of games. So, I mean, I just think that even though Kevin Durant's my favorite, I can't go out on a limb and really say that he would deserve to be number one. I like him though. He's my favorite player today, but I still can't say number one.
And to go a lot further, first of all, Kevin Durant is not even ranked higher than Steph Curry when it comes to all-time greats, in my opinion. Second of
Yeah.
all, your accolades and your resume got to be long. Kevin Durant resume is longer than the holiday weekend. But damn it, that's not long enough. When you talk about Jordan and you talk about Braun, you talk about Kareem, you even talk about Magic, they resume longer than the spring break. You know what I mean? Spring break. You got to go.
See, I like that they put some stats up. They didn't put no stats up on Gil's show. They're not analyzing the game. 2 NBA championships, 2 NBA finals, 13 time All-Star, 10 All-NBA, 4 scoring champions, 10th in the NBA scoring list. I mean, I those are great things, but it's a very short list of things, and there's other people that's done more, so I just can't put them at one.
Past that, and I'm with Shannon on this. You got to have multiple MVPs, regular season MVPs, to even think about entering that discussion. Think about this for a second. LeBron James didn't enter the GOAT conversation until he went back to Cleveland and won a championship. Right? He had to go lead Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, and Iman Shumpert in order to enter that conversation. And then it really started to be a debate. Kevin Durant is, look, in my eyes, is the greatest scorer to ever touch the damn basketball. When it's all said and done, he will reach 30,000 career points. He will probably be in that top 5 list if the health let him. But to think that he's in that GOAT conversation, he must have been full of that weed, full of that loud pack that day.
Hey, look, this is what I'm saying, man. Is it necessary for... This is why I don't care if Kevin Durant is clapped back. What is me smoking weed? Why you even got to bring that up on national TV for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that can hurt my brand by you talking about... And maybe he does smoke weed. But that's not professional for you to be on TV, national TV, ESPN, First Take, for you to be talking about, I'm smoking weed. I done smoked too much weed and that's why. No, bro. You overstep your boundaries, bro. And that's why these people are to hell with this media. That's why everybody get their media from the internet now. YouTube, because these people on TV, they doing way too much, bro. That's just out of line, out of pocket. No need for you to even say no stuff like that.
Yeah,
No, bro.
Okay, Disney.
Okay.
Okay, here we go again. The 2 of you.
Yeah, look, he's saying this is Disney, nigga. Stop all this foolishness.
Kirk,
We'll
Kirk,
veer
you're not-
away
you're
from
not
that part of
helping
the conversation.
situation. No one's helping the situation. All right. We're gonna leave it there. Speaking of goats and greatness, we're just gonna say goodbye to Kendrick right now.
All right, so I mean that's it on that. I just to sum it up, there's no way that we can say that Kevin Durant is in the GOAT debate. You know, I would say he's my favorite that plays today, but greatest of all time, there's just no way. Top 20, I give him that. And I think him and Steph Curry are neck and neck, but no way I can give him top 5, top 10, top 15. He top 20. He top 20 until I need 2 more championships and at least 1 more MVP before I can bring him down to top 15. And that's just me. So, all right, y'all, let me know what y'all thought. Hopefully this was entertaining, a little bit of education. You know, I didn't throw a lot of stats at y'all, but, you know, there is a lot of, they threw some stats on there. And I did say some stuff. You can look it up. If I was wrong about anything, just put it in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, put it in the comments. You got, if you want to stand out there on a limb and say he the best, put it in the comments. But as for me, nah, I'm good. So, but anyway, if y'all got anything that y'all want me to do any reviews or reactions to, let me know. I'm open to it. I want to, do whatever you guys want to hear about. So throw some ideas at me. Follow me on Instagram as well. I'll put that in the description. All right, peace.